Hi viewers, this is Thirmal, Commerce faculty from Hyderabad. In the previous video, I explained preparation of receipts and payments account. Okay. After preparing receipts and payments account, we have to prepare income and expenditure account. Okay. Income and expenditure account, it is nothing but a profit and loss account. Okay. Before knowing preparation of income and expenditure account, we must know the proforma of income and expenditure account. Okay, income and expenditure account, it is nothing but a profit and loss account. Same like a profit and loss account, we have to prepare income and expenditure account. Okay, here income and expenditure account follows nominal account rule. All the expenses will be debited as well as losses. All the incomes and gains will be credited. Okay, it is prepared to know surplus or deficit of the organization. Okay, all expenses and losses will be debited, all the incomes and gains will be credited. Okay, here all expenses will be taken from the payment side of receipts and payments account. Okay, next, all the incomes will be taken from the receipt side of receipts and payments account. So, with the help of the receipts and payments account, we have to prepare income and expenditure account. Okay, and also another important thing, all revenue items considered, only revenue items considered at the time of preparation of income and expenditure account. If you don't know regarding revenue items, please do watch the introduction video, then you can understand better. Okay, revenue means regular payments, regular receipts. Only the regular expenditure we have to take it, only the regular incomes we have to take it at the time of preparation of income and expenditure account. So, with the help of receipts and payments account, we have to prepare income and expenditure account. Okay. So, from the payment side, we have to identify which is revenue expenditure, which is capital expenditure. Capital expenditure, it is nothing but assets. Okay. So, but we have to take only the expenditure from the payment side. From the receipt side, we have to take it these kind of incomes. So, that receipts may be revenue or capital. Out of that receipts, we have to take only the revenue receipts. Okay. So, if you know this proforma, you can easily identify which is revenue expenditure, which is revenue incomes. And also another important thing, at the time of preparation of income and expenditure account, only current year expenditure, current year incomes will be taken. Is there any previous year information as well as is there any next year information given, that will be deducted. Okay, only the current year expenditure, current year incomes, we have to take it. Okay, then we can easily find out the surplus or deficit. For example, if you prepare 2019-2020 income and expenditure account, you need to take only the expenses as well as incomes related to 2019 and 20. You should not take any previous year, any next year. Information should be ignored. Okay. See the expenditure side, all expenses will be taken from payment side of receipts and payments account. Okay. Here expenses paid, whatever expenses it may be, is there any adjustment given related to this kind of expenditure, that amount should be recorded in inner column. Okay. Is there any outstanding? Already I told you, we have to take it only the current year expenditure, current year incomes. That is paid or not, that is received or not, that is doesn't matter. Here what I am saying, all the expenses and incomes must be related to the current year. That expenses or incomes actually paid or not, actually received or not, that is doesn't matter. But current year expenses, current year incomes should be taken at the time of preparation of income and expenditure account. Here outstanding amount we have to add. Is there any prepaid expenses? Means paid in advance. Next year expenses we may pay in advance. That kind of expenses will be deducted. After doing these adjustments, that amount should be recorded in outer column. Next expenses we have to consider one by one. Okay, here salaries, this is already we know, this is also one of the revenue expenditure, regular payments. Only the regular payments we have to consider. Okay, salaries, rent, printing and stationery, general expenses. Is there any newspapers, magazines? Every month we have to pay. Next, ground expenses. Is there any ground maintenance expenses? So, okay, next, entertainment expenses. Next, telephone expenses. Is there any traveling expenses? Next, charities. Is there any charitable trust given? Charities are the one of the expenditure related to charitable trust. Okay, that is also taken as a expenditure. Okay, next, office expenses, audit fee, depreciation. Okay, depreciation is a loss. All the expenses and losses are debit. Okay, that's why is there any depreciation, that is also taken in debit side. Next, loss on sale of asset. If the asset sold, then we have to find out that may be profit or loss. If in case of any loss, that should be recorded in debit side. If in case of any profit, that will be recorded in credit side, because of incomes and gains will be recorded in credit side. Okay, these are the expenses and losses. Okay, next we have to record incomes one by one. Only the revenue receipts will be taken from the receipt side. Okay, see here, one of the major receipt, that is subscriptions. Subscriptions is one of the major income source to every non-profit organization. Okay, you can see any problem, this receipt compulsory will be there. Okay, it's same like a sales. If you see the profit organizations problems, there will be sales. If you see the non-profit organizations problems, subscriptions will be there definitely. Okay, subscriptions, is there any adjustment, that amount should be recorded in inner column. Same, subscriptions also we have to take only the current year. Is there any previous year or next year related, that will be deducted. Here see, outstanding related to current year, is there any due, that will be added. Is there any received in advance, next year subscriptions received in this current year, that will be deducted. Is there any previous year, that is also deducted. Is there any next year or previous year, that will be deducted. That's it. After doing these adjustments, that amount should be recorded in outer column. Next, entrance fee. Sometimes it is a revenue receipt, sometimes it is a capital receipt. That information is given in problem. If it is specified to be capitalized, that is treated as a capital receipt. If it is not specified to be capitalized, that is treated as a revenue. If in case of revenue receipt, that will be taken in income side. Right? Next, general donations. We have to take only general donations. We should not take any specific donations. Okay? Here general donations also we have to take only small amount given. If the small amount given, then only we have to take it as an income. Otherwise, we should not take it as an income. Okay? Small amount means below 10,000 rupees. That is already I explained in introduction video. Okay? Interest and dividend. Is there any interest received, dividend received? That is also treated as income. Next, rent received, sale of old newspapers. Every month we may sell. Every month we will sell. So automatically every month we will receive. Every month we will receive. That's why it is also regular receipt. Okay. Next, profit on sale of asset. That is already I told you. Expenses and losses are debit. Incomes and gains are credit. This is also one of the gain. Okay. Next, sundry income. Is there any other incomes? That is also recorded. Okay. After recording expenses and losses and incomes and gains, we have to do the total of both sides. Okay. After totaling both sides, we have to compare whichever is greater, either credit side or debit side. Whichever is greater, that is the total for both sides. For example, if the credit side total is greater than debit side total, automatically that is a total for debit side also. Okay, after recording the total in debit side, automatically the difference is in debit side. If the credit side is greater, automatically the difference is in debit side. That difference is called as surplus. Okay, for example, if the debit side total is greater than credit side, automatically debit side total is for credit side also. Automatically the difference is in credit side, that difference is called as deficit. If the difference is in debit side, that is stated as a surplus. If the difference is in credit side, that is stated as a deficit. Okay, in case of surplus, here we have to write like this: excess of income over expenditure. That means incomes are greater than the expenditure. If in case, if the difference is in credit side, we have to write deficit. Next, excess of expenditure over income. That means expenses are greater than the incomes. Okay, this is the process of preparation of income and expenditure account. Okay, thank you.